Hello, joining me is Professor Atalay. He is professor at University of Mary Washington and also University of Virginia. Tell me, Professor Atalay, what brings you out here tonight and what is your involvement with CIMS?
Well, I'm a professor of physics, but I also do art and I'm an author. And I'm here to give a talk about, I came to give a talk about Leonardo da Vinci, who was the ultimate innovator. He had passions across the board, and he combined them all in his art and in his science. And that's why I'm here, to give a pep talk in a sense.
Okay, and can you give us insight as to what you're going to be talking about, maybe what the main takeaways are?
Certainly. Leonardo, we know, was the ultimate artist. He and Michelangelo are in a special stratosphere by themselves as the ultimate drivers, and yet he produced only a dozen or so paintings. But among the dozen are the two most famous paintings in history, the Mona Lisa and the Last Supper. So the question is, what was he doing the rest of the time? And the answer is he was doing science. He was combining all his passions, and the ultimate message of my two books, Math and the Mona Lisa, published by the Smithsonian, and Leonardo's Universe, just released by the National Geographic, is about how he has these myriad passions, and they all come together to create those miraculous paintings. Mona Lisa is more than just a painting. It reveals his great insight into the sciences and into anatomy.
And this interview is actually a part of our MBA project for social media and management. And what we're doing is taking interesting interviews and video clips from tonight and throughout the whole event, and we're going to share them online on YouTube so people can learn more about CIMS.
It's a wonderful idea.
Thank you.
Love it.
And so what types of social media do you use right now?
For the first time, I submitted one of my lectures. I think it was the Yale lecture, just in a 6-minute clip about Leonardo's universe. Then 2 weeks ago, I was at UVA in the Rotunda, and I gave a talk there. And it's this myriad passions that come together, and that's what CIMS is doing, it seems. They interact with the different specialists. I came into touch with the CIMS people, with Fred Rank actually, when he attended a lecture last year at VCU, Virginia Commonwealth University. They had a very useful, very imaginative program where the engineering department, the design, art and design, and the business department came together. And the students would interact, they would collaborate to create something that was form and function. They had a charge, they were to build a $500 surgical bed, for example. That could be shipped quite easily and could be portable enough to put in a box. Well, they came together and gave a talk, and they said in the beginning they didn't even speak each other's language. The engineers built a surgical bed that could hold an 800-pound gorilla. And no one in Bangladesh, where the surgical bed was going, weighs over 150 pounds. By the end, they had something to be really proud of. They could put it into a box that measured 2 feet by 2 feet by 2 feet, made by IKEA. That's how they ship. So it's the same sort of idea here, and you have so many departments that collaborate on it. So I think it's a wonderful idea.
And would you want to join me in wishing CIMS a happy 25th anniversary?
I would be most eager.
Happy 25th anniversary, CIMS. At the 2009 CIMS Corporate Sponsors Meeting, this is Christina Clark.